all of it is truly a blessing. The guilt, the fear, the suffering, pain, hurt, happiness, contentment, gratitude, joy, all of this is a blessing. All of it. This is what it means to be alive as a human and being here right now. Hello and welcome to the video. If you don't know me, my name is Ishan, and today we're going to discuss the topic of my personal guilt, but hopefully you can find some learnings from this process for you as well. I took a trip back home to New Jersey to visit my parents and my sister, my older brother-in-law, primarily because it was my mom's birthday last week and my sister had hosted an event. She's gonna start a new chapter of her own, so to celebrate that, and those were the main reasons that I went back. But I didn't realize that this trip was gonna bring up so many built up old emotions or patterns that I thought I have already addressed or that I've already worked through. And those were the patterns of expectations, ingrained expectations. Some of them I believe to come from my parents, but I see now that it's not just from them, it's from the overall ideology of what life is supposed to look like when you're a brown person. But I don't subscribe to those ideas. And I know that in my journey and finding my authentic self, I have to strip down the weight and the expectations, the limiting beliefs that I've picked up from many different places. And it doesn't really matter where these things come from. It's just a matter of how are we now going to choose to recognize this, be aware of it, and choose to not act from a place of that and let it go, so we can build a new wiring system inside us. This is building your inner world from the foundation when you address those limiting beliefs. But the other thing that also came up was guilt, because in speaking to my parents about certain topics, and I realized this to be true for many, if not all, immigrant families where the parents, the ancestors, parents, grandparents, other lineages before, they had tumultuous lifetimes. Like they had really difficult and hard periods where they just did not have the luxury of taking care of themselves internally. This was also not something it's not something that was common before the age of internet, and that I say in regards to the access to knowledge, which has greatly increased for our generation, specifically to like millennials, Gen Z. We have to acknowledge that, right? Like we have to acknowledge that they didn't have the time, the resources, the luxury to take care of themselves. So I feel guilty for that they didn't have that, and I do. And I wanted to ask how you reconcile this guilt to the practitioner yesterday on the call. But before I asked the question, we went through a meditative practice, and in that practice, I came to realize that this guilt is not a problem or something to be not felt. Like this is also part of my experience and my journey, and something that I get to learn from and grow with. Because the truth is that our ancestors, my parents, grandparents, they worked hard and they sacrificed a lot so that my generation or whoever in the next lineage is going to be has those opportunities to take care of themselves and to live a life that's not bounded by limiting beliefs, to live a life that's so you that you don't have to subscribe to other people's expectations of what your journey is supposed to look like. That was literally the whole point of them sacrificing so we could have access to the resources to learn about ourselves and grow and find ourselves. So we have the resources, the time, the luxury to do the inner work. And if the guilt arises from a place of that, then that's also part of the journey. Who am I to say that this shouldn't be something I feel? Who am I to say that this is not part of my experience and something that I can't be grateful for? Because I am, and I come back to that. Whatever feelings and emotions we have, pain, hurt as well, these things are viewed as so negative or things that need to be avoided in life, as if you can do all the right steps and you won't have to hit these things. I don't share that view. I see all of it as part of the experience. I see all of it as something that I am grateful for because the goal, the purpose is to learn more about yourself. And any experience, any process, any emotion, any feeling that allows you to do that, it's not a waste. It's just part of the experience. Everyone's journey is different though, and we need to acknowledge that, and we need to be mindful that just because our journey looks like this does not mean that another person's journey is going to look the same or they're going to indulge in the same things, same habits, same routines. So come back to that reminder as well. But feel it all. Feel I am. I like to portray and demonstrate from my life and lead with this belief of I want to feel it all. I want to experience the entirety of the spectrum of human emotions and feelings and anything and everything that comes with it. Like I'm so okay not knowing what's gonna come next, whatever mistakes I make, because regardless of those things, the first thing is that my intentions are pure. I come from a place of I want to learn more about myself. I don't have the intention to hurt myself or to hurt the other person or any other things that might be involved. It's really about coming from a place of alignment, of acting out of a place of what you truly desire and want, and going beyond the surface level layers of material validation, external validation, or material success. And I know that for me, I am beyond those things where I don't crave those things like I once used to. But there's still a lot more to be learned from my end, for me as well. And I am so open, and I want to continue to live this life in its entirety and accept every emotion and every experience that comes to be a part of it and learn from it, grow from it, hopefully help other people through it as well as I learn it and integrate that into my wisdom over time. All of it, all of it is a blessing. And right now in this moment, I come back to the gratitude for that. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for tuning in. If any of that resonated, let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you find some time to take care of yourself, spend some time fostering your inner world, because really that is the only way to find true alignment of of who we are and what we want. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Please take care. Love you, and I'll see you in the next one.